Tanseva in satsang. Um, another lila, or kind of like something that we can take away as a satsangi, is Sevakram. Sevakram, when Maharaj was on his one week journey, he came across Sevakram. He was a sadhu that he was so ill, like he had diarrhea, he was vomiting, he had a fever, he was in really rough condition. So Maharaj saw this old sant and he's like, let me take care of him, let me do his seva. And I want you to think about, like, as Bhagwan, he kind of put himself aside and he thought about another person. And Bhagwan served this sadhu and helped him recover. And he would go into the villages because Maharaj didn't have money with him, and neither did Sevakram. So Maharaj would go into the village and literally beg for food from villagers. And he Sevakram would not offer Maharaj 1 ounce of food in return. Like, even though he was his sevak. And even after he recovered, Sevakram, when they were continuing the travel, Sevakram would only carry his mara in his money bag, while he would have Maharaj carry the rest of his belonging as well as Maharaj's own belongings. So Maharaj saw that he was a very ungrateful person, so he abandoned his company. So Maharaj is teaching us that if a person does not appreciate your favors done by others, you should be known as a krutagni. And a krutagni is a person who does not like doesn't value another person's seva towards them, and that is one thing that we should know. And in addition, Maharaj says that if a person has committed a sin and has performed prashit, or like redemption, if as written in the Sastras, then whoever considers himself a sinner should be regarded as sinner himself, just like a Krutagni is a sinner. So let me break that down because that is a bit confusing. So for instance, I ate onion and garlic accidentally, and I did 5 mata in my puja the next morning. Okay, so like Bhagwan forgives me, everything is okay. But Sahil still goes around telling people like, oh, he did this, he's a bad person. Then Sahil would be considered a sinner, if that makes sense. So in that way, like, you should kind of stay in your own lane and focus on yourself with Maharaj, and don't worry about other people and their path to Kalyan, because everyone is on a different pace.